Alright, what up? We've got brake master cylinder question. It's in the way for doing a standard set of suspension exchange. I hope you guys can see this okay. And on a 4th generation Firebird or Camaro. So there's two ways to go about getting this taken care of. The bolt set itself is a combination of Torqs and standard socket, and it's a 15 millimeter, at least on my particular vehicle, for the sockets, and it looks like it might be T47 doesn't fit very well. T45, that sounds right. Yeah, T45 fits pretty good. And if you had a traditional set of tools, you might be out of luck here, but a simple socket based, a ratchet based Torx bit, and voila, you have your positioning with a slight extension. Now if this bad boy's in the way, you can kind of manipulate it a little bit. Brake lines aren't too fragile, but with a simple 3-inch extension you should be good to go. But the inner one is the harder of the two, and if you can see that, which I hope you can depending on the light, you'd barely be able to get right on top of it with a standard set of tools. Now, my car, as I'm an enthusiast, only has 3 retention units for the strut itself. I don't want to hear it. The car has 100,000 miles on it like that, so don't tell me you can't run it like that. Because you can, and I do. But the other way to go ahead and get this taken care of is to do a removal of the master cylinder. And I've got myself a standard 15 millimeter socket as well, and should be able to go ahead and just get that bad boy right on there. And it's a tight space. If you're a noob like me right this second, I didn't get a long enough extension. So it's a working garage. There's one underneath my foot, and I've got about 9 inches worth of extension. Now I'm taking the 2 retention bolts off of the master cylinder unit itself, which retains it to the brake booster. If you saw, that first click was a little tough. Bolt's kind of long, and that's just a stud with a nut on it. So once you get that nut off of there, it's not like it's going anywhere. This one's been on there for a minute. This car's got a couple 100,000 on it, so it's probably about time these. Should have used some penetrating oil or something on there. And I got no fear of anything coming loose or getting all over the place. This is just a simple removal. Don't wind it all the way out with the tool, otherwise you might drop it. Should be able to get it the rest of the way by hand. And once that bad boy is loose, cautious of your fuel lines, you go ahead and pull that off. Set it to the side. You should have all the room you need to access the area in question. And as you can see, I went ahead and set that to the side. Now I've got some ghetto setup of my own for line lock and ABS delete, but as you can see, this is completely manipulatable and removable depending on your setup. Shouldn't have any issues there. So go ahead and knock yourself out and finish up your driver's side stud installation.